Hello, hello. How you doing today?
Great.
Good, thank you.
Good. We are so happy to have both of you on with us today because the show is so much fun. We grow up watching movies and TV shows and thinking it'd be so cool to be on it. Then you get on there and you find out it's not as fun. But this actually looked like you were both having so much fun doing this, right?
Both. We had a lot of fun, especially
Yeah,
when we did the dance sequence
yeah,
or sequences, because we did several ones. And all of that was really fun. I think the rehearsals were fun. Doing it was fun. It was very well written, so was a lot of scenes like that. I think our introduction scene when she and I all of a sudden see each other again after decades not having seen each other, that was also a very funny scene when she comes up to me and grabs my ass. I mean, it was like hilarious. It made me actually. People always ask me, did they ever have the giggles when I was on the set? That was one of the scenes where I just couldn't hold it anymore. I was trying to look very serious, and there was this one take where she just grabbed me really hard. I had to kind of start laughing about the whole thing.
Now we do a little Q&A. And if you're a good boy, maybe a little T&A.
And if I mind my P's and Q's, I get some R&R and ride the B&O to the B&B and have some M&Ms.
Enough. Name the other two targets.
Hans and Franz.
Okay, you name them. Clever. Taking the question literally to avoid answering truthfully. I'll rephrase. What is the location of the two power plants that, when taken offline, will bring down the grid?
They're in the United States of America.
So yeah, there's moments like that where we have fun, everything is great, we are happy. But then there's also, of course, the scenes where you do action scenes that horrible sometimes, and that the amount of times you have to rehearse it, the amount of times that you maybe by accident have to get hit with some gun or something like that, or kicked in the wrong place. Or any of those kind of things, or the water scenes where you freeze your ass off and you just wish you get out of it and it's over. So there's also the miserable kind of times that you have.
yeah. Well, I know that you accept nothing but the best and in that great Arnold mindset that you have. I got to know, what do you tell yourself to get yourself all ready to go and to be in this? And Carrie-Anne, what do you tell yourself to get ready to be on set and work at this level?
Well, I mean, when I did Conan the Barbarian, I went through misery.
Hmm.
And and I had accident after accident, and I had to be stitched up and all this stuff. And the director, John Milius, will come to me and say, just remember, Arnold, the pain is temporary, but the movie will be permanent. And that is what I remember all the time. Whenever I'm in discomfort, or I don't like something, or I cannot wait to get out of this situation, oh my God, this is like too much, then I say to myself, yeah, no matter how much discomfort there is, it's temporary. There will be an end to that. But the movie or the TV show, in this case, Fubar, will be permanent.
Mm.
Excellent. And what do you say, Carrie-Anne?
Yeah, I think that's, you really do think about that. You want to give your best. You want to execute the vision of the filmmaker or the showrunner, and you're servicing something, and you're part of that, right? You may be the actor, but there are so many parts that serve that. Everybody on the crew, like everyone is showing up, doing their best, and when I get a lot of energy from that collective feeling of the other people, and not being about me and what my part. Like I love being a part of something, and then hopefully it turns out well because you've shown up the best you can, and so has everyone else. And then there's nothing better than that feeling when you see it and it feels like, oh yeah, we worked really hard and we did it. Yeah.
I love that. Well, you got millions of people that look up to you, both of you, and you do it at the best level. What kind of advice do you give to people that want to follow in your footsteps and do things so well?
Go ahead.
I think, and Arnold talks about this a lot, and I think it's probably one of the most, I'm so grateful that I was like this when I was young, is I had a passion, I had a goal, I had a dream, And that dream led me to make the choices that I would make, the way that I would wake up early in the morning and go to the gym. Like everyone would joke when I first moved here to LA that I got more done by 9 o'clock, in the morning than all my friends were getting up at like noon, and I was just, my mindset was if I wanted to be prepared for success, I needed to start even when I wasn't successful. But I think having a dream is the most, like, it just gave me so much hope and so much enthusiasm for my life. And so I feel for people who don't have that. And I think we all do. It's just remembering and igniting that. So I think having a passion and a goal and goals and dreams and aspirations are hugely important.
I totally agree with Carrie-Anne. I think vision and the goal is the most important thing, because if you don't have no vision, you don't know where to go. And the second most important thing, I think, is that we have to make sure not to listen to the naysayers. There will always be people out there that will say you will never make it, you cannot do that, that's impossible, no one has done it, or whatever it is. And I don't think you cannot listen to that. I mean, you can listen to it if you want, but then not to accept that, because I just never ever accepted someone saying it's impossible. I just laughed at them. And the more people said it was impossible, the more I felt like I can do it.
Yeah.
And the more
Fuel.
energy I got, the more
Yeah.
fuel I got. So I just want to let people know that if they want to kind of, do the same thing with their career as we have done, and, go in there and work hard and be an actor and work your way up, the day is as possible as it was 50 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. It's possible. You can do it.
I love it. Well, thank you both so much for being on with us. And thank you so much for making this great show. We can't wait to see even more from you.
Thank you.
Okay.